I've been really excited about this latest piece that came into the shop. Exquisite carving from purple heartwood. It had been worked on prior and very poorly done. Been re-glued without using clamps. There was joints that were kept open by as much as 1/8 of an inch of dry glue. I've broken it apart and cleaned all of the mess, had to re-bore holes and replace dowels. And as I got into this deeper, I thought, this is something I really have to share. Before long, I'll be having some new bronze ribbon to replace the missing parts, so it's going to be quite striking. With the frame repairs completed, I need to start working on the finish. I've got some Dawn detergent and water. I'll wet that down a little bit. Scrub these carvings out. Probably 140 years of dirt and grime down in there. I don't like to let these soak in water too long, so I'll work a small area like this and then blow it dry. There's some areas along the side that the finish is kind of flaking off a little bit. Looks to be slightly moisture damaged, so I'll scuff that off with a red Scotch-Brite pad. Get the loose material off of there. Even go over some of these smooth areas. I need to soften this glue and get this groove cleaned out. I don't want the water to set on the ebony veneer any longer than it needs to be. Be very careful and clean this out along here. I'll use a piece of cotton rope to break the dust free from these openings. When I spray this, I make sure that I do not let this inlay get wet. I don't want the glue to get moistened and any failures on that. Next up in my project is repairing this missing piece of wood on the crest. I'll wrap this dowel with tape to prevent the Bondo from gripping into the wood. I'll shoot staples partway into the frame and give the Bondo something to grip on. I need to build this out 3/4 of an inch, so I set up these wood blocks as depth gauges. I've got a few empty areas here that I think I'll just finish out with some Tootsie Roll epoxy. Alright, we got a fresh start today. Tootsie Roll epoxy, where I filled in the low areas, had more than ample time drying overnight. So I'll start sanding this down and true up this surface first. I'll lay out a template from the opposing side. I'll use brown mahogany trans tint mixed in denatured alcohol and bring these colors together. Go over this with some water-based brown mahogany aniline dye. Yeah, that should pull together beautifully. I'll shoot some sanding sealer and see how it looks. Not too bad. The owner found a source for this bronze ribbon. I'll roll it out and I'll cut a little bit long and then trim it to fit into the frame. I'll use a file and soften up these sharp edges. Start polishing the bronze with 600 grit wet or dry paper. Use a little oil on that. I'll get this all buffed down and then step ahead with 1000 grit paper. I'll increase the luster by stepping up to 1000 grit paper. I'll finish polishing the bronze with semi-chrome. It's unfortunate though that once I put this onto the sofa and I spray the clear coat of finish, it's going to kill it. I've taken a strip of floor underlayment, glued on a layer of soft vinyl, and then top that with packaging tape to keep the glue from adhering. I'll run in a bead of liquid hide glue. It gives me a much longer working time. Okay, I left this clamped overnight. A little bit of excess glue to clean up. I'll wash this down and shoot it with lacquer. There were weeks of delay in getting the bronze ribbon, but I finally got all the frame repairs done, the refinishing done, and it's time to move ahead with upholstery.